Hello and welcome to your Tuesday Thoughts Tarot reading. How are you? My name is Karen and my website is www.karentony.co.uk, where I list all of the different things I do, from healing, Reiki, mediumship, channeling, art. I'm a painter, and obviously tarot and some oracle cards as well. So welcome. Today is Tuesday the 29th of July. I have just kind of recorded a bit of this a second ago, but I got the date wrong. Something else happened, and then I had this big sneeze, and I thought, you know what, you don't want to see all that. So I thought I'd redo it. And I'm just going to go straight in, actually. I'm going to go straight into the read. The idea is that we do tarot as a guidance. If it resonates, take what resonates. If it doesn't, just leave it. Whenever you come to watch it, even though it's on the 29th of July 2025, if you happen across it, there might be something in the reading that taps into what's happening for you at this moment, which might help you in some way. So welcome subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I see the numbers going up, so bless you, thank you, and enjoy. And if you've just come across me, if you're new, welcome. It is always nice to have new viewers. It's always nice to have new interactions. So thumbs up, subscribe, and then you won't miss out on the next one. And also leave a comment, even if it's just a thumbs up, or tell me where you're watching from. It just gives a bit of momentum to the channel as well. So I'm going to start with the tarot like I always do, but I am going to do dragons today. I have this desire. I haven't picked a dragon card in a while, and I used to pick them weekly, but I haven't picked a dragon card in a while, and I feel a need for it. I have some frankincense burning. I was thinking to myself, I wonder what you do to kind of clean the energy of a space, or to freshen a space, or do you use incense? What type of incense do you use? So we're just going to ask the tarot to give us some information that will be helpful to the viewers. Maybe one viewer in particular, or maybe you're all kind of going through a similar thing. So we're just going to ask the tarot to give us, we're just going to do a good shuffle, just to give us some information that may be beneficial. Now, the tarot isn't anything evil, isn't anything nasty, a lot of people do say that about it, but it's not. It comes from a good place. And it's all about the user. Like everything, right? It's the user. It's the person who is using it, I guess the word is. Give me some clever words. I'm always at a loss for words sometimes, so I ask my team to come in and help me. So the facilitator, the person who's bringing forward information through various different modalities, it's through that person. So you're getting a filtration of energy, of information through, for example, me. And so the tarot is used by me in this case. So I'll be bringing it through my filter. I'll be explaining the meanings. Every card has a meaning, but then I'll be explaining it my way, and I'll be using it to help you in some way. So that's why you got to choose the right reader for you. Are you looking just to have your fortune told? Are you looking for a future divination type thing? It's not really what I do. What I do is I look at the card and I see what it's trying to tell me about my life situation, which mostly I'll probably know already, but sometimes it's good for you to have it shown to you, and you can go, yeah, I'm going through a bit of ups and downs money wise at the minute. There's probably a lot of money going out. There's money coming in, but it's going out as well. So this is reflected in the cards. So where can I go with that? How can I help that? Is that a long-term thing that I need to plan for? Is it short-term? Is it going to change? So little things like that can be helpful, because it just helps ease your thinking, because we overthink and we don't think correctly most of the time. We repeat our thoughts, and the same old thoughts again and again, and we let all these intrusive negative thinking, critical thinking come in, and unless you're ready to take control and move into living a more manifested life, a more creative life, a more free-flowing life, a joyful life, a happy life, you've got to harness that thinking, because it's a power. And that's why something like this, or guidance, or channeled guidance, or even a healing, because you can pick up a lot through a healing by connecting with that person physically, if you're there in front of you, but also on an energetic level. And you also connect with their guides, and you connect with their energy, and you connect with whatever's happening. You connect with their past, you can connect with their past lives. There's just so many different ways that you can, and these are influencing you. And then there's so many different ways that a healer or a technician of some kind can tune in and just help you. And that's what I do with tarot. It's a healing. It's a process that I use to inspire, to give guidance, like you would to a friend. You would sit and you would chat to a friend. And so all of these cards jumped out, so I'm just going to read those. Like you would chat to a friend, and you would lend an ear, and you would you kind of talk things over. It's a bit like my cosmic conversation offering as well, where, you'll come, we'll meet, you'll probably have an issue you want to talk about. I have done counselling skills through my degree. It is part of my training. And I've done a lot of one-to-one with people over the years. So I have that empathetic nature. I know how to listen to someone. Cosmic conversation, we pick out the thing that seems to be the nub of it. And then we use whatever skills I have to bring to the table to help guide you forward in some way. So just a little bit about that too. So the first card is Magician. So the Magician would say that you have all the things that you need right now. So that might mean, and I'm going to take this on board, I don't need to do another course. I don't need to do another thing right now. I can make whatever I want happen. I can manifest. This is the manifestation card. So I can manifest whatever I want. I can call it from the heavens. So that thinking, that creation in the ether, you got to have it in your mind before you make it. Even a painting, you got to start it in your mind. You have to have an idea in your mind before you put the paint on the canvas. If you're building a home, you've got to start building it. But what do you do first? You have to draw the plans. How do you draw the plans? You have to think about where I want the bathroom, think about how I want the living room to be, think about where I want the staircase to be. So you've got all these thoughts. Everything starts with thoughts. All the marketing billboards that you see, all the marketing anything, advertising, influencing, all of that starts with, okay, let's do this. I have this idea. So these are your ideas coming in. And then he's got pointing down to the earth, so you're making it real in the earth. So whatever your ideas are, you have the ability to make it real on the earth here. You've got the cup, which is the love energy, the heart energy, the emotion. You've got the sword, which is your ideas, your thinking, your intellect, your inspiration. You have the wands, which is your creativity, your passion, your drive. And you've got the pentacles, which is the money and the work and the time sometimes. So, and it's going to let you move through a new doorway. So let's look at this now as an instruction. You're manifesting something. You're creating something. Mind your thoughts. Be aware of what you're thinking on, because you can be creating that. If someone is, as well, people might say, well, that person would never have created that terrible disease, for example. But what it is perhaps that person was in a critical environment, and that critical environment was saturating into them, and they were holding a lot of responses to that critical environment, which suppressed their system because it's all linked. Or they perhaps themselves were very negative and pointed out negative elements in everything around them, and then they just discovered they had arthritis or something. So it's not that you think, I'm going to think I have a bad illness, but the nature of your thinking and what you spend more time on and what you're creating, what you're putting out, comes back. So if you're seeing things you don't want to see, you can create a different world by changing how you think. But it takes control of that. So this is a control. He's commanding the heavens deliver onto the earth. So let's see where this goes. I'm going to read them just from the bottom up, because that's how they fell. I don't know what they are. Oh, 8 of Wands. So 8 of Wands is movement, it is messages, it is information coming in at speed. This can be people turning up on your doorstep who want to visit you that you haven't seen in a while. This can be emails, text messages, phone calls, letters in the olden way. But it's communication, and it's active, it's coming, it's moving fast. So this is speed. So whatever you're thinking that you want to create, there's some sort of communication, some sort of messaging, some sort of information which is going to come in very, very quickly. And it is going to be messages. It's going to be messages via those technologies or messages via people. So be aware of that. There's also the element of you have the castle in the background, and you've got to try and throw out all of these options. You've got to go for things to see if it can happen. You've got to go and see if you can make that castle happen. You've got to, shoot your arrow towards what you want. I think in Archangel Michael's deck, it's keep your eyes on your targeted intention. If your home is here and that's your intention, to get the castle, to make the castle beautiful, to land this new home, then you've got to send out all of these emails, research, information. You've got to have people bringing the information to you. You've got to get pricing. You've got to look at mortgages. You've got to look at your bank balance, whatever it is. But there's this, suddenly the speed is going to come in. So whatever you've made happen, maybe, very quickly, there's going to be a lot of to and fro. There's going to be a lot of communication. There's going to be a lot of information coming direct to you because of this. You have manifested this. So that's interesting. The next card from the top is 6 of Swords. Brilliant. Okay, so you might not think that looks brilliant, but it is, because it's you moving away from stormier waters. You've decided to get on this boat and move towards a more serene horizon. So whatever has happened that you have manifested, that has come in quite quickly, it is allowing you to take all of your ideas and your intentions and move to a calmer, more serene place. It is going to move you out of the stormy waters. Whatever difficulty you are having, you are moving away from that now. And we've got the butterflies here. I don't know if you can see, just 2 little butterflies here. So it's the transformation. This is a period of transformation. Whatever you've called in, the information is landing with you fairly quickly. Decisions might need to be made quickly. And then you're taking off in a different direction, and you're moving away from more difficult times into calmer times. So that's wonderful. And then you have the King of Wands. So this could be a person that comes into your life. The King of Wands can be fire sign, so that's usually Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a mature man because he's a king, so he's gone through all the different levels. And he is very charismatic. He is fiery, and he can kind of lose interest very quickly, because he's the flame and then burns out, that kind of thing. Sorry about that. There was a very noisy car turning outside. And I thought in the moment that I was pausing, I'd just look up the meaning as well. And it is very much of kind of what I was saying. This charismatic, this, you want to be around this person. They're fiery, they're full of enthusiasm, they're very charming, they're very creative as well. But they can exhaust you because they're quite active in a sense. And they also have the ability to get irritated quite easily, to get frustrated with things quite easily, because the fire will burn and heat up very quickly. We've got the interesting as well. So we've got the lions here. Often this can be quite an Aries card, but I'm going to read it for Leo because we're actually moving into Leo. We're in Leo season now. So we're going to read this for Leo. So Leo's a very, very much of the heart, very open-hearted, very much coming from love. But there is this kind of contradiction in the sense that they also get frustrated with people and things that aren't active, aren't entertaining, don't keep them interested. They have to be stimulated and worshipped. They like to be worshipped. They like to be. A lot of Leos end up on the stage because they like to be looked at. They like to be listened to. They like to be in a prime position where they have an audience. They like to speak their mind. They don't care who they offend. They don't care if what they say is out of turn. They're happy just to speak their mind. They're very clear like that in that sense. But passionate, open-hearted, full of love. Although I think the love gets a bit tangled sometimes because they're so fiery as well. They can be incredibly passionate, and that can get them into all kinds of situations as well. But I'm going to read that for Leo. So there may be a Leo sign coming into your life. There may be a strong fire sign coming into your life. Or it might be saying embody this kind of fiery attitude. What are your passions? What are you passionate about? Is it time for you to be creative? Is it time for you to step up your creativity? Because creativity is all about that passion, that flow of energy that pours into you that you have to express, whether it's writing music, whether it's painting a painting, whether it's writing poetry. It's like a flow that artists of all kinds just have an opening for. It's like you have this valve that is open, and this energy just flows into you with information, and you have to do something with that. And it's that draw that to do something with it. So you might be feeling that quite a bit as well, especially coming into August. It can be someone who has has lived an interesting life, has lived a life where they've been quite changeable. They can be quite demonstrative, like a bit of control as well. Doesn't want to faff around with your issues. They're very much not self-centered, but they have this. They see things from their perspective very much a lot of the time. Seeing from another's perspective might be quite difficult. But again, it's very yellow and red, so you're looking at the lower chakras, very earthy, very connected to the earth. Your base chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus. So who are you? Who are you on the earth? What are you creating on the earth? Are you using your power to create on the earth? And this is it. Maybe you're moving forward to a period of calmness where suddenly this wave of intense creativity in August might suddenly appear for you. That's interesting. And the last card in that pile, Two of Cups. So, it could be a partner. There could be a partner coming in for you, which is a fire sign. And that would be passionate. That would be fun. It might be a little bit tiring because they're very active and they like to be sociable and passionate. So just bear that in mind if that king comes in, that it might be a love scenario, because we have the Two of Cups here, and the Two of Cups is pretty much soulmate. So it's you meeting someone. You can see in this card, he is taking her cup and she is handing her cup to him. So you have to be wary of someone who takes a little bit more, because it's almost like he's going to end up with two cups, because he's got his and then he's taking hers, and she's offering hers to him and waiting for him to give to her. So he's a bit reluctant to give away too much of himself. So just be mindful of that. But he does have roses all over his tunic here. So that's a symbol of love. And she's got the lily here. So that's a symbol of that innocence. And you've got the snake here. We are in the year of the snake. So, and it could be Kundalini as well. Coming together of both sides of yourself, the masculine and the feminine coming together. Actually, it could represent that you're going through some Kundalini awakening, which is the fire that rises from the base of your spine right up and out of your crown. So that's happening. A lot of people are having that kind of spontaneous Kundalini awakening as well, which is the masculine and feminine coming together, that mix, that dance of the two as it moves up your spine. But also here it's saying masculine and feminine energies coming together. And look, we've got a lion here as well. So perhaps in August you're going to meet someone and have a passionate love affair with them. And this is going to take you on a new journey. This is going to be a new path for you. And it's full of love. The Two of Cups is sort of dating, love, those late night conversations, walking hand in hand, spending time together. This romantic element, this blossoming romantic relationship is coming to you. And again, we've got the Cups, which are all about the love, all about the heart. So let's see where this takes us. I'm just going to go straight to the Priestess of Light, and just ask for a confirmation card on this, because it looks like it might be a love reading for August, because we are at the end of July, and it might be about meeting someone who could be a soulmate. So you could read it, the Magician, you're manifesting this relationship. The Eight of Wands is suddenly you meet someone and the messages are coming in thick and fast. The emails, the texts, the phone calls, the scrolling, swipe right, swipe left, whatever it is, I don't even know. And then suddenly you're the Six of Swords. You're in a boat with this person and you're moving from a place of maybe life was full of challenge to, things are getting easier now. And maybe because, there's a driver here, but there's someone in the boat with you. So the two of you are heading off to this place of ease and a place of creativity, but it could be with the King of Wands, and it's romance. So let's get a message from the Priestess of Life. Priestess of Life. That's interesting. Priestess of Light. Perhaps you are the Priestess of Light. That's coming. Okay, so we'll use that one. See, is there anything? Okay. Okay, just quickly on the back, because they're just so beautiful. Look at the blue and gold there. I love it. Deep emotions. As this unknown feelings, past life influences. So we did say that about the healing can sometimes heal stuff in your previous lives as well. You can get information from your previous lives. So perhaps there's some unknown things from your previous lives that you're not aware of, and that's coming to the fore. This could be past life relationships. This could be relationships that you've had in the past, and then suddenly it is time for that person to come back into your life. It might be to do with water, crossing water. There might be some international element of it as well, and that's why there's a lot of messages to begin with, over and back messages, and then you decide to cross the ocean to be with this King of Wands and blossom this love relationship, share this cup. And it might be that this is a contract that you agreed before you came, and it does have past life. So sometimes you meet people and there's a familiarity about them. There's a I know this person, or I'm so comfortable with this person. And often it is because there is a past life connection there as well. So that's interesting. And deep emotion. So sometimes you have deeper connections with people that you may have had a past life relationship with, or a past life connection. A relationship doesn't have to be romantic. In a past life, it could be any which way. But you're bringing that bond, you're bringing that significant connection back through into this life to live it out in some way. The card that jumped out was Wings of Change. Sorry, oh my God, I'm getting everything wrong today. Mercury is still in retrograde, for all those who need to know, which means problems with communication, problems with your technology, problems with the Wi-Fi, with the whole system. Anything that's electronic, don't buy until I think 7th or 8th of August. Give it a little bit longer, so say the 11th of August. Don't be buying computers, don't be buying technology, TVs, that kind of thing. Wait till after Mercury retrograde. If you're doing something brand new, wait till after. If you're going back to revisit something that you had already started previously, it's fine. You can come back and look at that. Or if you had started a relationship or messaging somebody, then you can go back and continue that. But starting something new, signing contracts, anything official, wait till after Mercury retrograde. I'm just saying that to excuse myself for messing up a few times. Wings of light, becoming something new. So this is very much like the energy of the Eight of Wands, because it's that speed, it's that movement, it's something is happening quickly. There's information coming in quickly, which is going to move you forward. And you can see it's behind her. It's like pushing her. It's like she's moving forward. This is into newness. So if you're moving forward into this new relationship, this is completely different, completely new experience. And it's a way of really letting go of the past as well. The past is blurred. It's got blurry now, and she's getting clarity on where she wants to go. So it's letting go of everything that was, which, made her this person. So you are this person because of all of your life experiences in this life and the previous lives. You carry an energy of that with you into every incarnation. So that's all behind her. So whatever she's stepping forward into, it is something new. And she does have wings. I can see kind of little wings. I don't know if you sort of see that sort of wings here with her. And she looks confident. It's, it used to be, for that confidence, chest up, chest out, confidence. She's confident. There's nothing holding her back here. She's breaking free from something. Okay, let's see what that tells us. I'll just read it because it's always interesting to see what angles they take on these things. The Priestess in this card moves to the right, which is the future, with great speed and purpose. Wings of light and vibrating waves of rainbow energy propel her forward. Get ready, for this card heralds magnificent and colourful changes coming your way. A powerful time of personal transition, perhaps even total transfiguration is upon you. I'm feeling that. Your spirit is working from within to bring radical shifts in your attitude and energy. Old feelings of being stuck will drop away with every step forward you take. This shift can be so significant that it could redefine you and reveal the essential nature of your soul. Even your appearance may change. On a practical level, something you're working on might be just about to take off. Or this may mark an accelerated external move, a sudden change of personal residence, or even an unexpected work relocation. When this card appears in your spread, make sure to take note of which others are laid each side of it. These cards could indicate some specific details about the types of changes on the horizon. Be open to these and other new adventures. I open up to the light and I open up to the light and inner power of my true eternal self. I am willing to change, to make new choices, and to move in new directions. You got to be open to this change. You got to be open to this energy. Beautiful. And it said, look at the cards on either side. So I'll take the one off the top, which would be on the other side. Oh, the black pumas. Love. So they're my power animal. I think some people call them black jaguars. I call them black pumas, but anyway. It says death and rebirth, darkness to light. So you're coming out of your shell. You're coming out with these major protectors with you as well, showing you that it's safe to come out, showing you that it's safe to step forward. You've got the antler here, which connects you to that higher consciousness. This woman is dressed very beautifully in white. You might say it's a bridal gown. There could be wedding at the end of this. This could be the total transformation. You're moving out of this. You've manifested this change, moving from this turmoil into this ease, moving with this creativity, this passion, meeting this passionate man, becoming romantic, discovering that soulmate connection, leaving everything behind and moving forward, being open, being willing to change, being willing to take the bull by the horns, they say, right, and move forward. Death and rebirth. It's not about you physically dying, it's about that part of your life that you lived. It's dead, dying. And the reason is because you're going to be reborn. And you're being reborn in this new situation. I love this. Let me just look at that. 19, 1 and 9 is 10. And 10 is a 1, so it's new beginnings. So it's basically the new beginnings card. Let's do a quick read of death and rebirth. I'll see if there's anything that is relative to this. A great transition is at hand. It may be something big, but it's an important change. Even out of the most difficult experiences and deepest darkness comes a new life filled with light and unexpected blessings. Panther, that's it. It's panther. As in puma and jaguar, it's panther. Black panther is a symbol of power through transformation. Although the panthers here are intense, they bring the mystical message that you have the power to let go of the fear of the unknown. When you do so, you'll come out of the darkness enlightened and wake up to a newly conscious life. The panther priestess, dressed in white, comes to tame the difficult energies within the transition. She carries the antler totem, icon of clear perception. She directs you to open your awareness to the new opportunities coming your way, which is the wings of light. Be open to this change and just go with it. This is saying be open. Open your awareness to these new opportunities. Any change that may present itself should be considered from a spiritual point of view. Look within. Whether you're dealing with a lost job, shifting or ending of a relationship, there's a deeper message or lesson in the experience. Trust in yourself and in your future. You are stronger and more resourceful than you realize. Your personal power is charged with the energy of your eternal spirit. It will light the darkness and carry you forward into a truly wonderful new life. The affirmation is, I turn to my eternal soul for power and direction. I fearlessly face the future. Amazing. So we are definitely moving, and this is you moving from the past, from the trauma, from the upset, from whatever wasn't working really well, moving into the future, moving and taking all your ideas with you, all the intellect, all the intelligence, all the inspiration. This is like your luggage, your life, the parts of your life that you want to bring with you. You're bringing those with you, and you're moving in to this new phase without fear. So I did say we want to do a dragon, so let's see, 33. Let's get some dragon information on this, and we might do a colour to finish. But yeah, I think it is heralding a new beginning. There's definitely a new beginning here for you, and it feels romantic. It feels life-changing. It feels soulmate and fated. You know, it feels like destiny is making it happen. Destiny is, you know, you might have had all these wishes, all these dreams you wanted to come true. Well, it's happening, so don't be fearful. And that's the thing as well, when things start to happen in our lives which are maybe good or going the way we kind of wanted them to go, then we kind of go, oh my God, but what if it goes wrong? We sort of revert back into those thoughts, and you can't have that. What if it goes right? When you say what if it goes wrong, say what if it goes right. What if it goes so right, it's just unbelievably impossible to deal with, because I'm so happy. How am I going to handle that? You've got to flip the switch. You've got to flip your thinking. You've got to flip your energy. So we do have 3 cards. First card, Blue Dragon from the Pleiades. And they've got the blue rose there at the center. Beautiful dragon. It says, prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart activation. Give and receive heart healing. So that would, in this instance, that would say, okay, whatever was locked in the heart, whatever was broken in the heart, whatever you had been heartbroken over, accept heart healing. There's a heart activation that's coming in that you are able to going to use to sort of super charge your heart. There's an energy coming in to supercharge your heart, to heal your heart from any past pain, but to move it into this ability to give and receive from the heart. And in a sense, a relationship where you are soulmates, where you come together, where you're heart to heart. It's love that's passing heart to heart. But what is love? Love is the most healing force. So you're just passing healing energy to each other. Give and receive heart healing. Let's look at it that way. I will go into them a little bit more, but I'll just go through them here now as it is. And this is lovely as well. Sunshine Yellow Dragon. Beautiful. With all the animals in the dragon. It's like sharing space with nature. Helps you to help animals, serve animals, heal, respect and understand them. And animals and nature, very much almost the same now. When I go out in nature or when I have my houseplants here, they have an energy, they have a aliveness, they have a life force that communicates. And so you can sit and speak with your animals, you can sit and speak with the dogs, the cats, you can sit and speak with the plants, the trees. And we need to open ourselves up to that. They're not just pets that are comforting us. They're a life force. They're as alive as people. More alive, maybe you might say. And the plant's the same. It's just a higher frequency. It's just a different dimensional existence. But we can get that now. We can tap into that now. We can receive. You know, when you walk past a few trees, are you aware that you're being bathed by their energy? That their energy extends out from them. And as you walk past, your energy, your auric field is getting cleansed by the tree's energy. Calmed by the tree's energy. As you simply walk past. You don't even have to hug a tree. But if you do, it's lovely. So use nature, use the natural world to help you, to ground you, to help you connect and become sensitive to that natural world again, because that's the king of wands, isn't it? It's that connection to nature, animals, plants, herbs, using herbs to heal, using plants to heal. Using symbols of animals, the panther, death and rebirth. And then we have, oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The little seahorse here. Aquamarine dragon from Neptune. I have an aquamarine little bracelet here that was gifted to me a while back. There's little silver balls and aquamarine, and I wear it every day. Aquamarine enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive ineffable soul knowledge. Got the key as well, right? So we're unlocking some information here. Aquamarine, the waters. We're unlocking information in the waters. So in the same, as I was saying with the animals and the plants, the waters are speaking to us now. The waters are starting to communicate with us now. Well, they always have. I remember standing in front of the beach when I was little and just like talking to the water in my head. And I daren't say it to anyone. But now, of course, you can say it because Mr. Emoto, He was the guy who did I think it's Emoto, did the experiments with water, the crystallization, the words you put into water, experimenting on what different words, negative and positive, do. And now we have Vito Austin doing a lot of work with water. We have, I say we, I'm not sure what country or governments, or maybe it's a world thing, but they've dug down into, is it the Arctic ice, and they have taken some of that ice and they are melting it, and they're finding, and they've gone like miles and miles below the earth, and they are now melting it to find what was happening at those many years ago, millions of years ago. And they can tell from the water. They get the wisdom from the water, get the information from the water. And part of me now is thinking of that thing of quantum mechanics. So if you're into quantum physics and quantum mechanics, basically what you look at changes because of the fact that you're looking at it. So everything in your life is the way it is because you're looking at it. If you turned away, it might be different. But if you turn around and look at it, it behaves in a certain way. So that's for everything. So that can be for water too. The fact that we're looking at it makes it behave in a certain way. Neptune, very much the water. It's very much about water, the depths, the emotional depths. Neptune rules Pisces. Neptune and Jupiter, I think, are Pisces rulers. So it's that emotional, sensitive, soulful energy, and it's just moving out of Pisces into into Aries. Neptune's moving into Aries for, I think, 14 years, something like that. So if you've had Neptune as a Piscean in your sign for the last 14 years, it's been a bit of a challenge. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. You've had to face a lot. You've had to grow a lot. You've had to get over a lot and get through a lot. Saturn was in our sign as well, which is the taskmaster. But Neptune is the spiritual evolution as well, that through all of these you've grown. Through all of these you've maybe experimented and experienced spiritual things that you wouldn't have before. You've come into more contact with this spiritual world in whichever way. You've been opened a little to that world. And now Neptune's moving into Aries. So Aries are going to start spiritualizing. I know quite a few Aries in my life. And suddenly they're going to have a little bit of an interest in something. Suddenly they're going to be interested in healing modalities, interested in supplements, interested in life force, breath work, movement, those types of things. So be aware of that Neptune. Where is Neptune in your chart, and what influence does that have on you? Enables you to access deepest soul wisdom. So, and develop your psychic abilities. That's right, psychic abilities are coming online for a lot of people as well. So it is a matter of, as Neptune moves into a different sign, other people are going to be tapping into perhaps the way we Pisceans have been aware and tapped in. Let's look at the blue dragon from the Pleiades first. And I think it must be a 7th dimensional dragon. It is 7th dimension. So this is going into the 7th dimension. Although dragons are like higher dimensions, so that's why they're not often seen. You mostly see 3D. Now we would say we're pretty much in 5D because we have this communication, this link between the two. And then there's lots and lots of dimensions above that. Talk to the physicists, they'll tell you. We're in a multi-dimensional universe. So the Pleiades is a star, which you can see, by the way, naked eye. You can see the Pleiades in the night sky, and you can look up and you can just see that cluster of stars. Amazing. The Pleiades is the star cluster of healing. Between Source and the Pleiades, there is a blue etheric rose. It has 33 petals, for 33 is the vibration of Christ light. This rose is a transformer through which pure source healing is downloaded to the masters of the Pleiades. 4444 on my thing a second ago. Of course, now it's passed. They pass it at an appropriate frequency to the angel and dragons, who in turn shower it onto those humans who are ready. The incredible 7th dimensional blue dragons from the Pleiades hold the rose in their hearts and radiate source healing. They whirl around us, pouring this blue heart healing into us as soon as they see we are ready. They activate and light up a high frequency blue rose in each of our 12 chakras, preparing our energy fields for the angels of the Pleiades to connect with us. Even then, they will remain with us so that we can easily hold the healing vibration of the blue rose and pass it on to others. A blue dragon from the Pleiades has come to you today to offer healing by lighting up a blue rose in each of your chakras. Relax, invited to touch you and accept any energy it brings you. Beautiful. Beautiful. They also call it the Seven Sisters. Sunshine Yellow Dragon, I think, is a fifth dimension dragon. I don't know why I'm losing my voice. We share our planet with a great variety of creatures who are all on a soul journey just as we are. Like us, the animals come from a myriad of star systems and planets. They all incarnate on Earth to experience, learn, teach, and serve. Our task as humans is to cooperate with, look after, and learn from the animal kingdom. 5th dimensional sunshine yellow dragons work with Archangel Philia, the angel of animals. They send bursts of yellow, sunny light into the auras of those of us who love and honor animals, and help us to assist and heal all creatures. They are currently working assiduously to touch the hearts of those who need to understand how to treat animals with respect. They also bathe animals in their sunshine yellow light to soothe and heal them so that they can fulfill their soul destiny. And that's it too. They have their own destiny, their own reason for coming through, and often their own reason to be linked with you if it's a pet within the family. Open your aura and allow sunshine yellow dragons to pour light into you, containing the keys and codes to understand at a profound level all the creatures of this planet. So it's bringing you wisdom to communicate with your animals. It's bringing you that keys and codes so you actually start to understand what they're getting across to you. Beautiful. So always treat animals with respect, treat animals with care. Okay, I'm looking now for the aqua. There we go. I love that it's from Neptune, and it's got the Poseidon. I can't remember what that Neptunian. I drew that once. I did an art shift. So art shift is my workshop where I guide people through just some simple meditation, stillness, and then we do basic exercises in art. But suddenly you get information on a piece of paper and you're able to read it and get guidance from it, and it's from within you and it's for you. And once I drew this, let's hope it tells me what these are. It's a try something. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe you can write it below for me in the comments. And I drew it, And then it was only when I went to research it, what is this symbol, and then realizing it's connected to Neptune, and then realizing Neptune's connected to Pisces, and then realizing Neptune in my chart, etc., etc. So it was fascinating, and it just came through. I just felt I want to draw this, and that's how it is. You just get an image, and then you put the image on the paper. So hopefully, maybe one day we'll get to do art shift together. It says Neptune is the watery planet of advanced spirituality and enlightenment. The aquamarine dragons from this illuminated planet carry the light of the universe, which contains spiritual information and knowledge. They will approach us and ask us to tune into them so they can download this light into our energy fields. This will enable us to take information and know how to apply it wisely. As these gentle dragons flow around us, they also help us to access more of our ineffable soul knowledge and wisdom and pass it on to others humbly, sincerely, and honestly. They have the ability to pour liquid light into us, which builds our crystalline light body more quickly and enables us to shine. It's funny, I'm wearing this sparkly top today. It's a bit crystalline, isn't it? They also enhance our psychic development by enabling our psychic chakra to open up more easily. We may find that our subtle knowing is heightened after encountering them. Aquamarine dragons from Neptune are water dragons. They will flow around you, surrounding you with their aquamarine energy and awakening your psychic abilities. Connect with them often, for each time you do, they will light up more of the keys and codes of your true essence. This will bring your soul contentment and a sense of divine magnificence, and you will experience higher levels of enlightenment and see your world and the universe through different eyes. Oh, this is nice, and this is what we've been saying now. A few times I've done channeling for our group, which is called the Ascension Channelers, and it is also on YouTube. And I've been getting messages recently and about blessing water before you drink it. And it's that old edge thing. We used to bless the food before we ate it back in the day. Many people don't do that now, but I have this thing where I put my hand over my food and go, bless this food, may keep me well. But also we need to bless our water. Bless our water before we ingest it. Changes the structure of water. Thought changes the structure of water. That's what all of those experiments were about. So you can bless your water to heal your body. Your guidance is to drink a glass of blessed water as you tune into the dragons. They then will be able to touch you more profoundly. Beautiful. Connect with the aquamarine dragons. Maybe use a bit of aquamarine stone. Use that to help you connect in. But there's a lot of guidance coming down as well. There's a lot of information coming down which may be helping you move into this new phase. This, again, you could say this higher wisdom which is coming from the heavens down to the earth, so you can do something with it. This higher wisdom is going to be coming in fast. You're going to be getting these messages. As soon as you can connect, you will receive these messages. You'll be sending messages up and receiving the codes and the keys down, and that enables you to move across these waters, these Neptunian waters, the depths that you're going to go to, but you're going to sail through it. You're going to sail past it, and it's going to bring you this incredible creative period where you can bring both sides of yourself. Again, back to that Kundalini. You can bring balance to that masculine and feminine in order to move forward into this new life, in order to create and tune in. And if you so wish, you can tune into these different dragons if you want to take that to a deeper spiritual level. But know that this is happening for the earth as well. We're becoming more conscious. We're deepening our connection to the stars, to the Pleiades, to Neptune, the planets, to the nature. All of these connections are growing and becoming more important. So we'll just finish with a little colour. We'll try and keep it under an hour. How does that sound? Does that resonate? Do you feel inspired? Has it lifted you? Have you got questions? Has it raised more questions than answers? Leave the questions below. Maybe we can address them on the next read. If you've got a question, we can ask the cards the next time. So, join in the conversation, and then we can get more info. Because if you're thinking, that didn't really tell me what I needed to know, what is it you need to know? What is it that you need to know? And then we can see if we can find you an answer. But do give us a like, do give us a share, just to support the channel, just to keep things ticking over, because then I can be present with you more. It's a bit difficult for me at the moment because I've got a lot of other things going on. But the more that this grows, then the more I can make myself available to do more of this, if you want more of this. So we have Mauve. Look at those beautiful flowers. And it's 43 to 7. Enjoy clear hearing. Okay, enjoy clear hearing. So it must be something about the messages that we're going to get. Oh, my nails. Right on it with the nails today. Purple. Mauve is 43. Let's see what it says before we go. Have a lovely week, everyone. I hope all your manifestations come true. Let's see now what you need to listen into. It says Mauve, a pale lavender lilac colour, connects to intuition, awakening your inspiration, expanding your spiritual awareness, and helping you to let go of heavy, dense energies. Mauve also creates a sense of peace and tranquility to assist with eye and ear problems and improve your memory and ability to concentrate. It is a colour of softness, gentleness, and allowance. Use Mauve rays to release stuckness from your ears. Interesting. Ears and eye problems. If you want a little meditation, it says focus your attention on your ears. Do they feel clear or blocked? Ask yourself, is there anything that I don't want to hear? Your ears are intelligent and may try and block out information you're avoiding. Next time you're around someone who's saying something hurtful or upsetting to you, imagine Mauve rays moving through your left ear to push anything dense or unclear out through your right ear and into a fire that dissipates the negativity. Do the same thing with your right ear and then surround yourself with a loving, encouraging people. Divine intelligence, please allow me to listen to and apply my divine wisdom. Again, that's another piece of wisdom, something else you can do. And like I was saying earlier, this idea of illness, when illness, it could be the environment you're in, could be negative. You might have to listen to criticism, listen to negativity, listen to dramatic things, listen to upsetting things. But be careful, because that's going in and that's feeding your energy system. It's fine to listen to it if you're adept at keeping your energy system in prime condition and in prime balance. That's the true master. It's when we let it affect us, then we lower our energy field, we lower our energy, and then we're susceptible to illness and pain and discomfort and creating more of that, because what we put out, we receive. So use the Mauve to clear it, to protect it yourself, to put a boundary, to wash through your ears. Imagine it washing through your ears, and use that to help you. That's your reading for this week, Tuesday the 29th of July. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fun week, have a great time, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.